Hello, well, I'm Akshita Gujari. I've chosen a topic called article analysis and presentation, and I'd like to give a presentation on that about the regarding the article summary and also the application to module concepts. And have chosen a topic called data security governance. It's basically the data security governance in the era of big data, like how the data security governance has been adapting because of its rise of big data technologies. And it is studied that how the enormous amounts, varied types, and the speed of the data today made old security and the political models difficult to use. I'd like to explain some more topic which have been gathered in all this report over here. It has have taken some of the references, and all these things have been mentioned. I'd like to read about the one by one. I'll give a presentation explanation on that. It explains that most organization continues to use old separate ways of managing data security, which is not enough to meet the requirements of today's data world. Rising in prominence is a center of is in use of central frameworks to guarantee that data is accounted for, traceable, and complies with data privacy laws. And some of the problems noted has been handling like distributing of data and getting all access control systems to be same and increase the risk of threats against the big data platforms. And it was also pointed out that the lack of experienced officials and the normal management procedures are major challenges to proper governance. Well, according to the authors and the architectures, many of the people, the architecture should include strategic planning, controls and operations, and the safeguards for technology. Thanks to this architecture, firms can monitor activity constantly and control access based on risk, protect the data with encryption, and ensure they all meet the required rules. The paper explained that bringing the data security governance together with enterprise risk management and strategies is key to achieving resilience in the digital era. All in all, the state of the data security governance needs to change in this approach to be forward-looking, focused on risk, and involved in many areas of the work. Since big data promotes new ideas, keeping it used secure and compliant should be a main concern for the companies wanting to stay ahead and respect in the data area. Well, you can see this completely. It was giving the uh, agenda and the summary of article of data security, which is related to big data, and it was showing like how many effects in how many ways that it has been applied, affected on the outside society and present market IT technology. So, in I would like to explain you like how it is application to module concepts, and have taken like IT governance alignment and strategy partners. Areas which area where it require employees to have solid knowledge because they have aspects in any business. And also both business individual data and digital privacy are becoming necessary over here, and the cybersecurity for big data impact in real world and the what's coming ahead. I have taken all these things as a main reference in a brief concept. And like I'll comes to this again. These are some of the topics and comes to IT governance alignment of strategy and partners. It explains why aligned IT governance key is a keeping technology projects in the line with the goals of the business. This article emphasizes that data security governance is needed to make companies more able to withstand different risks. And authors urge readers to adopt central frameworks that are inspired modern include COBIT and ISO and EEC 38500. The model explains important guidelines for IT management, focusing on delivering value, ensuring performance is measured on controlling risk, all of which are essential where a big data is concerned. This is thing about like in these the readers, the competitors, they're saying on that they have to get a lot of knowledge from the explaining important guidelines of IT management. They're focusing on that mainly. And the areas which require employees to have solid knowledge in all the aspects in any business, because only if they had all solid knowledge in all the aspects, they can give the permanent and the focused output on the project. And the article talks of fragmented system of running a business and the resulting problems with the data quality. When a government does not work well, there are errors and trust issues with data and efficient decision making. Data is to be classified and managed using standard approaches, and it will be encrypted in metadata. So the approach support the ideas studied in course regarding data lifecycle management and the stewardship. Rules for both business and individual data needs and digital privacy are becoming necessary nowadays, because there seems to be a repeated focus on how it's like a GDPR, CCPA, and China's PIPL are creating pressure in the industry. Others say that any framework for government should consider compliance and start, which is also Module 2 discussed. We have discussed in Module 2 in regards to privacy by design and automating compliance. It is now clear that rules and regulations to be written in all stages of business data management processes. I will be focusing on cybersecurity for big data in more access because it has been a trending right now and is the most competing era of present 2025. The modern concepts of access control, encryption monitoring are included in the article. It points out that extra risk found in big data systems requires defense that are better, simple, better perimeter security measures. I'd like to close by saying that the one concept, like how it's been impacted in the real world and what's coming ahead. Just like in our lessons, the article brings up issues such as the talent gap and the requirement for consistent protocols. This makes it clear that governance is a problem with both management and technical issues, technical sides, making it necessary for different teams to collaborate, get ongoing training to use flexible policy structures as shown by the modules and the relevant cases. And have taken all these concepts to the reference over here, the Caldo and the Zhong Fang, see, data security governance reference over here. So the article is completely saying about the final output is like the data is very important nowadays and we should be planned in a proper way. Only then it can be useful in all the aspects of the society and the current IT sector. And this is my presentation. Thank you.